to all. How's life? This is a common question that we all encounter in our daily chats. So, what is life? It's different for each of us. We all have different perspectives about life. Some view everything as positive, whereas there are some who are either pessimistic, cynical, or indifferent, and whatnot. However, have you ever felt that life is a curse? Have you ever thought that life is meaningless and full of failures and disappointments? I guess yes. All of us, at one point or the other, might have thought about the existential crisis within us. We might have faced many problems and criticisms and felt the burden posed upon us in our lives. Don't we need a break then? Here I am to introduce you the lived experience of a person who has understood the value of life and the spirit within. First of all, let me introduce you to life writing, an all-encompassing term for many varieties of personal narrative, including autobiography, biography, memoir, diary, travel writing, letters, testimony, illness narrative, and so on. All of us have come across one or the other forms of life writing. And one among them is autobiography, a term that has been used to characterize personal narratives about illness or disability. The locked-in syndrome is a complication of a cerebrovascular accident in the base of the pons. The patient is alert and fully conscious, but quadriplegic with lower cranial nerve palsies. Only vertical movements of the eyes and blinking are possible. At the age of 43, Jean-Dominique Bauby, who was the editor of French Elle and a robust bon vivant, suffered such a stroke. After 20 days in a deep coma, he gradually regained consciousness. His right eyelid was sutured shut to prevent corneal ulcerations. He was fed through a gastric tube. He drooled uncontrollably. He breathed through a tracheostomy tube. His urine drained from a catheter, and his bottom was wiped by others. He felt as if he was trapped in a diving bell, but his mind was free as a butterfly. Bauby wrote The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, which was published on 7th March 1997, solely by blinking his left eye in response to the reading of an alphabet arranged according to the frequency with which each letter occurs in French. His interlocutor read off the letters, pausing when Bauby blinked. Letters laboriously became words and then sentences. The entire book took 10 months and approximately 4 hours a day. The book took about 2 lakh blinks to write, and an average word took approximately 2 minutes. In a seaside hospital, Bauby, imprisoned in his paralyzed body, recounts his days. The book also chronicles everyday events for a person with locked-in syndrome. However, on March 9, 1997, 2 days after the book was published, Bauby died of pneumonia. In the meantime, he also created an association of locked-in syndrome, ALICE, aimed to help patients with this condition and their families. Jean-Dominique Bauby, with his imprisoned body, to use Hamlet's metaphor, can be seen as bounded in a nutshell, where he became the king of infinite speech. His attempt to capture his illness experience and his days in the hospital resulted in his short, broken narrative, which is quite appreciable, especially in the present scenario where few months of lockdown due to COVID-19 creates great frustration for many globally. And here is a man who was suddenly struck down in his prime time with an acute stroke, leading to coma and then the pseudocoma or locked-in syndrome. This book will definitely help you fall in love with life again, and I strongly suggest you to know what is in this by unraveling it for yourself. Wishing you good luck. Thank you.